So welcome back to the Freeway series. I am financial planner Kraig Strom. I am known as the income engineer. A question that I get all the time is in regards to, do I need a living trust? And if you don't know what a living trust is, it's usually referenced when people talk about avoiding probate. Well, what is probate? So in the state of California, where I am enjoying wonderful traffic right now, if someone dies without a living trust, or without a will for that matter, their assets will be processed through a county probate system, a court system, to figure out the ownership and then subsequent distribution of the assets of a deceased person, okay? So it is said, and most people know this, that a living trust helps people avoid probate. In California, the probate system is, about 18 months to 2 years on average, depending on where, your family member or someone passed away. It could take 18 months to 2 years to process the probate of a deceased person, which is crazy. And there's all kinds of statutory fees. I mean, it can cost $10,000 or more to go through the probate system, not including the percentage they charge for the value of assets. It's really crazy. So, do you need a living trust? So here's what I tell folks. You only really need a living trust if you actually like your children. If you actually like your kids, get a living trust, for crying out loud. I mean, if you really don't like your family, forget about the living trust and the will and just let your estate go through probate. Let them enjoy the nightmare of mandatory court dates and mandatory fees and lawyers and all that good stuff. But if you actually love your family, get a living trust, because assets that are held inside a living trust do not go through the probate system. They pass without going through the public prying eyes of a probate court, and it's all easy. It's much, much easier to settle an estate that has a living trust. Here's another thing. What about families with small children, young children under 18? I want you to think about this. Who would you want to be the guardians of your kids if something happened to you and your husband, for example? You and your spouse, right? Well, I asked this question once before, many times actually, but once recently, I asked someone, who would you want to be the guardians of your kids? And they said, my cousin Sally for sure is going to be the guardians of our kids. Oh, we already know that. I said, do you have a living trust or a will that says that writes it down? No, but everybody knows. And I said, well, that's not correct. The guardians of your kids will be the county of Riverside, California. If you die with small children and no will and no trust, the county you live in will become the guardians of your kids, and then your family can go to the court and petition for guardianship and fight with the courts and go to the family courts and do all that, right? So seriously, folks, listen to this. If you don't have a will and a trust and you have children, your kids have a built-in guardianship, and that's the county that you live in. If that doesn't set well with you, you've got to get your will and your living trust and your powers of attorney and all that done. Talk to a good attorney, talk to a good law firm. If you have questions about it, my firm can help. Definitely leave me a comment or send me an email, Kraig@kraigstrom.com. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.